The girl never imagined that the first thing the man did after buying her was order her to take off her clothes. Though she was extremely reluctant, she had to obey her master's command. But just as she braced herself to serve him, he reached his hand toward her stomach. It turned out he had only noticed she had stones inside her body, and he was simply removing them. She felt nothing strange during the entire process. This incredible medical skill left the girl utterly astonished. Yet even though Jack's healing magic was this powerful, he had been kicked out of his party not long ago. The reason? His healing was too effective. His teammates were healed before they even felt injured, so they thought Jack was completely useless. They gave him 1 gold coin as severance and kicked him out of the party. Jack didn't argue. He just left without looking back. As he walked through the streets, he happened to see an elf being harassed. She struggled with all her might, but she was too weak. A man shot an arrow through her calf with a bow. Even then, Mary refused to give up. She bit his hand hard. The intense pain enraged the man, and he stabbed Mary with a blade. Jack watched as Mary collapsed to the ground, barely alive. He never expected the man to be so cruel. To save her, Jack offered to buy her for 1 gold coin. The man agreed at once. Mary was on the verge of death, so getting even 1 gold coin was a huge profit for him. Little did he know, such injuries were nothing to Jack. He waved his hand casually, and Mary's wounds healed completely. Mary suddenly felt no pain. She thought she was dying, until Jack told her to check her wound. Only then did she realize she was fully healed, with not even a scar left. She thanked Jack immediately and told him her name was Mary. Afterward, Jack bought her new clothes and took her to eat her fill. But this used up all his money. He urgently needed a job to survive. Just then, an injured man walked in. From the bullet wounds and burns on his arm, Jack guessed they were caused by magic bullets. The man was a gang member, so he didn't dare go to a hospital for treatment. Jack didn't care. He waved his hand, and the man's wounds healed instantly. The man was stunned. He had never seen such powerful healing magic. He immediately gave Jack all the money he had. This gave Jack an idea. He could open a private clinic here. That night, he took Mary to a ruined street filled with empty houses, perfect for a clinic. But as soon as they entered one villa, a strange woman appeared in front of them. Mary explained she was an undead. Seeing that Jack and Mary weren't leaving, Jenny charged at them. But in the next second, she was blocked by Jack's healing magic. Back when Jack was still with his old party, he had ventured deep into a labyrinth and killed at least 100 of these undead creatures. Jack didn't attack right away. This was Jenny's territory, after all. He said he only wanted a place to live. But Jenny ignored him. She summoned a horde of the dead and attacked again. Jack sighed helplessly and cast a high-level healing spell. The surrounding undead vanished instantly. Only then did Jenny realize she had met someone she couldn't afford to offend. She had no choice but to let Jack use the first floor while she stayed on the second. And so, Jack cleaned up the first floor. The next day, his clinic opened. To his surprise, his first customer was the same man from the day before. He had come to ask Jack to treat his sister.